The football world has just been hit with some of the craziest news in years. Mbappe, here we go to Real Madrid. This is crazy. After they just won their 15th Champions League, they now get to announce Mbappe. Fab has dropped the tweet. It's been going crazy. The world is going crazy. And Mbappe is going to be playing with Jude Bellingham and Vinicius Jr., and we're going to find out how he does. Now, first thing I got to say is do not judge my dirty Real Madrid shirt. I may have dropped some stuff on my shirt celebrating the Real Madrid 15th Champions League, so don't judge me for that. I made a video just like this one recently, but this one's a bit different. We now know that Ancelotti is signed and staying at Real Madrid. We now know that the Mbappe news is 100% pretty much confirmed, and it's happening. And we also know that Toni Kroos will not be a part of this Real Madrid team next year as he is retiring. So with all of these things taken into account, we can now actually simulate Real Madrid's season with Mbappe to see what they are going to do and if they can win their 16th Champions League with the French machine. The first thing we must talk about is how do we think Ancelotti will line up going into the next season with Mbappe part of the team. We look at the formation they ran this year and it was something like a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, kind of like a 4-1-2-1-2 wide, whatever you want to call it. It was a triangle type of formation. But going into next year with Mbappe there, I don't think this will be the formation. I think that Ancelotti will keep it simple and go back to something like a 4-3-3 attacking, just a real basic football formation. The 4-3-3 attacking allows Rodrigo to be on the right, it allows Vinicius Jr. to be on the left, and it allows Jude Bellingham to be at the cam with Mbappe at the striker position. It is a very, very, very lovely lineup up top, right? And in the midfield, we don't know what's happening with Luka Modric, but we do know that Luka Modric at the moment isn't getting as much playing time as he wants, but they are still saying he is most likely going to resign. We do know that Valverde is going to be here and pretty much be a big factor, so Valverde will for sure be a starter. The next position goes to Modric, Camavinga, or Tchouaméni, and based off what we saw in the Champions League final, it was Camavinga who played there. So, Camavinga, Jude Bellingham, Valverde, Rodrigo, Mbappe, Vinicius Jr. seems to be the most likely front six for this team. And in the back, how do we think this will look? Well, if they go out and sign a new center back, then that's a possibility, but I'm not sure they're going to do that. I do think Carvajal will be the starter. The way things went this season, I do think Mendy will most likely be the starter at the left back position unless they can get a really good deal on Alphonso Davies, but I think it's going to be Mendy. Rudiger, I think, will start, and I think beside Rudiger will be Eder Militao. I also do believe, deep down in my heart, 100%, that my boy Courtois will be the starting goalkeeper going into next season. Even though, let's be 100% absolute honest with each other, Lewin, however you say his name, was fantastic this season, and he probably deserves to start. But this is what I believe will be the starting 11 with Mbappe, Vinny, Mbappe, Rodrigo, Jude Bellingham, Camavinga, Valverde, Mendy, Eder Militao, Rudiger, and Carvajal. Again, I do think Real Madrid will probably sign a few extra players, but this is the most likely starting 11 from what we can see right now. Now, where it gets a little bit complicated is obviously the Camavinga position. Will it be him? Will it be Tchouaméni? Or will it be Modric beside Valverde? But for sure, I think Valverde will be in that starting 11. So, with that being said, this is what we believe is going to happen. How many goals will Mbappe score? How many trophies will Mbappe score in his first season? It's time to find out. The first 3 games of the season, in my opinion, with this mega team Real Madrid now has, this should be easy 3 points in every single game. But that's not how football works. But let's find out if I'm right. Well, lads, I was beyond wrong, bro. They're gonna lose 3-2 to start the season. So even with Mbappe, they lose the first game of the season, but then they bounce back and win the next 2 games. But they've already suffered 3 goals in 3 games, so that's not looking good. The month of August was not good. Before we check on Mbappe's stats, I want to go into the month of September. I want you guys to remember that this is the season we just passed, so the Champions League group will be the same. Next season will obviously be different going into the new FIFA game or the new FC25 game. But with that being said, they got Atletico Madrid in the month of September, and they also have their first Champions League game. So let's see what happens in the month of September. It seems like another loss has happened in September. That's right. Atletico Madrid knocks off Real Madrid 2-1, but after that, they had a really good month of September. If they just could have got by that Atletico Madrid game without losing points, it would have been a fantastic month. Let's check real quick how they look in the table. Is Real Madrid in first place? The answer is definitely no. Real Madrid is in fourth place on 15 points. Atletico Madrid is in 24 points in first place, and then Barcelona in third place with 17 points. So definitely not a great start to the campaign for Real Madrid as they are chasing Atletico Madrid. But we do have to look at the stats because this is all about Mbappe. Mbappe, lads, played let's see. Mbappe played 8 games, and in those 8 games, Mbappe scored 6 goals, 1 goal behind Vinicius Jr., who potentially could win the Ballon d'Or this season, and Camavinga with 3 assists, Valverde with 2 assists, and Mbappe with 2 assists. So when you really look at this carefully, Mbappe started well, but Vinny's definitely doing amazing. So not bad, but Real Madrid needs to win more games. It's about Real Madrid winning, not about just player stats. Real Madrid needs to win games or fans will not be happy. Going into the month of October, they got Napoli, I think that is, 4 La Liga games, including Barcelona, and also a game against Braga from Portugal. So a very, very nice October if they can win every game. Let's find out if that happens. Honestly, lads, this was not a good October for Real Madrid. I'm starting to get the vibes of when Roberto Carlos and David Beckham and Luis Figo and Zidane. I'm starting to get those type of vibes, man, where it just feels a little bit off. They have such a great team, but the results are not really there. A tie to Barcelona, a tie to Sevilla. They did win every other game except for the Napoli game, losing that one. Tough, man. Really, really tough month of October. As they go into December, they got Napoli and Braga again. In 3 games, they should win in La Liga. And if they don't, they might be somewhere under 5th place. Let's check out November, and then we're going to check out how the stats look and where they are on the table. Lads, I'm not sure what to say here. I am actually dumbfounded. They tied every game except for 1. Real Madrid is not having a bad season. They are having one of the worst seasons I've ever seen them put up. Somehow they are still in 3rd place, but La Liga is going to be done here. Atletico Madrid is on 40 points. La Liga is looking absolutely mudded. I'm not sure what is going on, but the team is absolutely in the mud. Absolutely in the mud. I'm not sure what to say here, man. Let me try to make them play some tiki-taka ball, I guess. See if that helps things out, but lads, they are not doing good at all. I am absolutely in shock. Let's quickly look at what Mbappe's done and why the team is not actually cooking. Mbappe has played 19 games, and in 19 games, Mbappe has scored 13 goals, Vinny with 12 goals, 6 assists for Mbappe, 2 assists for Vinny, 3 assists for Rodrigo, only 6 goals for Rodrigo. Jude Bellingham a really off season with 4 goals and 1 assist. I gotta be honest with y'all, man. I am actually shocked by how poor Real Madrid is doing this season. Obviously, Barca's not having a great season neither, but wow, with the team that they have, they definitely should be in a way better place. Going into the month of December, I don't even want to say these are games they should win because I don't even know if they can win. So let's find out what happens in December. Finally, a really big month for Real Madrid. On December 31st, they end up winning every single game in December. This is what we expected from them going into the beginning of the season, that we expected them to win a lot of games and a lot of trophies. But that's not really how it went down, lads. We go back to the standings really quick. They are officially in 2nd place now. I said La Liga's over, but let's take that back because after a great month, they are only 7 points away from Atletico Madrid, which is doable if they beat Atletico Madrid on the bounce. Also, the Super Cup should be coming up in the Champions League. They are going to win their group, I believe. Wow, they came out in 2nd. That's actually scary. They came out in 2nd in their group. Napoli won the group, which means Real Madrid is going to be facing Bayern in the 1st round, lads. That is not good for Real Madrid. This is going to be very, very scary. Had they won the group, they would have been playing Galatasaray. So just not good for Mbappe's first season at Real Madrid. Let's see how the month of January goes, and then we'll look at stats. So I had really good news. In January, they won everything, but they got eliminated from the Copa del Rey, the Spanish Cup, the same cup they got eliminated from this year. They got eliminated again, but this time to Celta Vigo. They really should have won that game. Good news, they won the Super Cup. They beat Atletico Madrid and then beat Barcelona, just like they did this year as well. They beat Barcelona 2-1 to win the Super Cup. But man, going out of the Copa del Rey is just not good. I was really hoping they could get that competition. The standings, well, they've bounced back and they are on a win streak, but they are still 7 points behind Atletico Madrid. But the next match is against Atletico Madrid. So a chance to get themselves 4 points behind Atletico Madrid, that would really, really change the season. As you guys can see, Ancelotti kind of not in a good place right now. The board's very mad at him. I mean, it makes sense. They're not really performing. Mbappe, 32 appearances, 22 goals, 9 assists. Vinny with 19 goals and 4 assists, so he's doing really well. Mendy with 4 goals, Valverde with 4 goals, Rodrigo with 12, Jude Bellingham with 6. But Mbappe's really doing his thing. 22 goals, 9 assists, top goal scorer, top assist guy. But they gotta win trophies, man. You can't just put up crazy stats. You also need to win trophies. The month of February, Atletico Madrid, and the first game against Bayern. This is going to be the most important month of the season, in my opinion. Let's find out what happens. Wow, and that is La Liga done. They tie the first game to Bayern, okay? But they lose to Atletico Madrid when they were 7 points behind already. So that means they're 10 points. And then they tied their next game, which means they're probably even further back, lads. This is a horrendous season. They are officially back into 3rd place, lads. Barca has jumped them. Barca fans are on top of the world watching this right now. But the season is crumbling for Real Madrid. And I'm not exactly sure why, but it is. That's tough. Huge month of March. Massive. They knock out Bayern, beating Bayern 3-1, tied 2-2, then beat them 3-1, knocked them out 5-2 on aggregate. Bayern's out of here. They won every game in La Liga, which is good if you ask me. I mean, kind of got to get back into 2nd place and try to push for 1st. And then when we go into the month of April, they got Barcelona, which will be the battle for 2nd place. And then they got Napoli again, the same team that made them get 2nd place. Remember, they beat us in the group stage. That's who they're facing in the Champions League. So let's take a look around the league. Let's take a look around what's happening, okay? Newcastle versus Arsenal, RB versus City, Real Madrid versus Napoli, Feyenoord versus Atletico Madrid is what the quarterfinals are at the moment. And then in La Liga, back into 2nd place is Real Madrid. And wow, Atletico Madrid with a really bad month has Real Madrid back 4 points behind them. This is huge. So now La Liga's wide open. They do have a game in hand. Hopefully they lose it. But if they do lose that game, this is wide open. Barca and Real Madrid can both win. So a crazy good bounce back for Real Madrid. They got very, very lucky. Let's see how the next month goes. We got good news. We got bad news. They lost to Barcelona. Bad news. They knock out Napoli. Good news. They won their other 2 matches. More bad news. They're playing City. City in the semifinals. Oh, man. City in the semifinals. City in the semifinals for Mbappe and his Real Madrid. And La Liga should be officially over now, lads. Let's check it out. La Liga for Real Madrid. Wow, it's not over. That's actually crazy. 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 points. 3 points. Barcelona's in 1st place. So if had Real Madrid beat Barcelona, they would have probably been in 1st place. That's crazy. So that Barca game, Real Madrid game was for 1st place. Wow, that's actually insane. Wow, that's actually insane. That is actually mental. I did not think it was that close. Wow, wow, wow. That is crazy, man. Stats for Mbappe. 47 games for Mbappe, 31 goals for Mbappe, 22 goals for Vinny, 20 goals for Rodrigo, 10 goals for Jude Bellingham. All the stars are starting to play well now. Top assist guy, let's find out really quickly. Mbappe with 12, Valverde with 8, Vinny with 8. So listen, Mbappe's cooking. Point blank period, Mbappe's that guy. Mbappe's going crazy at Real Madrid. Problem is, they need trophies. And they got to knock out City to get their 16th Champions League. Can they do it? Well. They knocked out City. Tied the first game 0-0, beat them 2-1 in the second game. Won a lot of games in La Liga, but then tied 2 games, which probably saw them lose La Liga. They could have won La Liga, bro. They actually could have won La Liga. Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid in the final of the Champions League. We've seen this before. We have seen this before, lads. We have seen this before. La Liga champions, Barcelona, 2 points. Real Madrid tied 2 games. At the end of the month, they would have won. They would have won the league. They would have won the league. They tied. They tied 2 games. They lost La Liga to Barcelona. Barcelona wins La Liga. What a bounce back season for Barcelona. Wow, incredible. Barcelona wins La Liga by 2 points, lads. That is mental. Atletico Madrid with one of the biggest chokes I've ever seen. And now Atletico Madrid is in the Champions League final against Real Madrid. Real Madrid has to win this game. It is the most important game in probably Mbappe's career. Otherwise, this season's just chalked, bro. So this is about to be crazy. And I guess it was one of the easiest games in Real Madrid's history. Ladies and gentlemen, the 16th Champions League goes to Mbappe and Real Madrid, bro. Real Madrid has won their 16th going back to back. And Mbappe is the main reason with Jude and Vinny and Rodrigo why they're gonna do this. Okay, La Liga was a mess. Let's be honest. The whole season was kind of such shambles. Ancelotti nearly getting fired at Real Madrid. Look, they got the thumbs down going like this. But he is gonna win the 16th Champions League. I'm not joking, lads. 16th Champions League for Real Madrid, which means they're runners-up in La Liga to Barcelona. They won the Super Cup. Very nice. Well done. Copa de España goes to Barcelona. Barcelona gets 2 trophies. Real Madrid gets 2 trophies. That's beautiful to see. The Super Cup in the Champions League went to Man City. The Champions League goes to Real Madrid 3-0. The Europa League goes to PSV over Liverpool. The Conference League goes to Burge. I think I said that right. I always mess their name up. And the Europa Champions, obviously, the Euros coming up this summer. Ladies and gentlemen, how did Mbappe finish off the season? Time to find out. He played 55 games for Real Madrid, and in those 55 games, he put up 37 goals and 13 assists. So, ladies and gentlemen, 50 contributions in 55 games for Mbappe. Vinicius Jr. put up 30 contributions, a lot in the 30s. Rodrigo also at 28 for him. Jude Bellingham, not so much. A little bit of an off season for Jude Bellingham, a little bit of a slower season, but again, cam position, a little bit pushed back a bit. But all around, lads, Mbappe is going to be the top goal scorer at Real Madrid and also the top assist guy at Real Madrid. So he did amazing work. In La Liga, he put up 25 goals. In Champions League, he put up 11 goals. In the Copa de España, he put up 1 goal. 37 goals in all competitions and 13 assists in all competitions, 9 assists in La Liga and 3 in the Champions League. This is how EA predicts Mbappe will do at Real Madrid his first season, winning them their 16th Champions League. It's in their DNA, losing La Liga to Barcelona by 2 points, winning a Super Cup, but losing Copa del Rey. Let me know in the comments down below if you think this is what's going to happen with Mbappe. Do you think they can go back-to-back in the Champions League? Do you think the team will struggle in the beginning as they did in this sim? They struggled heavily, but then bounced back towards the back end of the season. I need to know all of your answers because I'm excited to know what you think will happen with Mbappe. Guys, I'm your boy Scales. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Mbappe, welcome to Madrid. Good luck with your career, and I hope you have a phenomenal one. Thank y'all for watching. Thumbs it up, subscribe, and I will catch you next time. Peace.